How do you respond to individuals who respond with, "Hey, that's a pyramid scheme," right? So what I try to do is I try to answer that question before asking them if they know Adam, right? So I already nip it at the bud. So what do? I talk to individuals about what will give them value, right? So do you do that with like just complete strangers or usually friends or? Okay, good. So friends, right?
Yeah.
So friends you can have a conversation with, right? Strangers is a little bit more difficult, right?
Yeah.
If you go outside and there's just random person walking around and you say, "Hey," you approach them, probably run away from you, right? So tip 1, contact somebody that you can continue to stalk, okay? Somebody that you can keep going back to is the point, right? They can't run away from you. So what I do is I contact these individuals and I first ask them what they need, like, right? So are your teeth healthy? How's your scalp? Weather's pretty dry right now. How's the moisture on your face? Just fun ways to talk to them. But usually I talk to them about, if you could make more money, would you want to? Right? And then they're like, But I just simply, there's very different ways to do it, but I'm just going to talk about this one approach, okay? And when I ask them these questions, everybody says what? Yes, everybody says yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And I ask them, what's stopping you? Right? If you can do something today about it, what's stopping you? And most everybody answers with some excuse of some sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're able to tackle that question of if it's a pyramid scheme by first asking them what kind of business model will be suited for them, right? So everybody's busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't open up your own business, right? Because you got to go to work, right?
Yes.
So you have to be able to do some kind of business on your free time. So you're very limited already as to what business you can do, okay? And then I went through the whole process of what I just did with you guys. And I asked them, what would you sell? This, this, and this, and this. And then after I answer the 1, 2, and 3, I tell them that Atomy does that, okay? And then I tell them that it is a network marketing company, and I don't like it, just like I did, right, earlier today. And I explain to them why I don't like it, and I tell them that we don't do that. So even if it looks like that, it is not that, okay? The only thing that you can do is provide information, persuade them with data, but the choice is whose?
Yes.
Exactly. Right? You can tell them a million times and they can still reject it.
Yes.
Right? So those individuals, just keep them as consumers. Right? They still need to brush their teeth, right?
Yes. Yes.
So keep them as consumers. But not everybody will do the business with you until their situation changes. Until what? Exactly. So what do? You tell them you need to apply for Atomy insurance, right? What? That's called getting an ID. Once you get that ID, you become a consumer, you don't do the business, do whatever you need, and life will go on. But maybe sometime in the future, you may want to do the business, and I will continue to be doing the business, so maybe 1 year, 2 years later, they're here, and all of a sudden, situation has changed. What? They have a huge A line, and they're like, whoa! What is this? Wow, so many little boxes, And then they say what? Can you really make money doing this? So their situation will change. And then when you talk to them, they'll say this, why didn't you tell me sooner? You should have told me earlier. Then I would have done it. And everybody says the same thing, okay? So what you have to do is get them registered at least. If they don't register, then that's just too bad, right? But that doesn't affect your business. Why? Because you can continue to talk to whoever you want, right? You're not breaking any laws, right? You can go talk to whoever you want. It doesn't cost you any money. So you continue the process. So that's my answer to you, okay? So people who say network marketing is a scam and this and that, that's fine. But get them to answer the question for you, okay? Do it backwards. Why do you think what's a network marketing, what's a pyramid scheme, blah, blah, blah. And they won't be able to answer it. Okay? They just have this preconceived idea, of what it is and how it's bad, but you can deconstruct it and make it better. That's why you're here today, right? Some of you probably got drugged here, but so I'm trying to do that for you. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. I run into those questions a lot, and sometimes the best thing to do is just register them because there's no reason for them not to register. Register them and then keep building your own business, and sooner or later their situation will change. Their ears will open.